Hey guys, it's Andrea. I'm back with part 2 finishing for the pressed flowers quilt along. This is the block of the month that was in our sew samplers this year from Fat Quarter Shop, whom I shall link down below in the description box if you want to check them out. I am an affiliate, so it helps me out if you use my links. So in the last video you saw us assembling our individual blocks, right, with our triangles. Sorry, Mighty Beth, I've been rushing with our triangles and all that stuff. So now we're going to put our blocks together, our rows together. I already laid them out on the floor in how I want them. You can go in order like they did, but since I used different colorways, I'm not, because, you know, I don't need a whole bunch of blues and a whole bunch of reds, blah, blah. So I just picked my own order, and I'm going to start sewing them together. There's 3 blocks in each row, 4 rows. I've still got my Sew Steady on, since these blocks are so big. It's helpful. Next 2, I just put all mine out on the floor to arrange it. That was easiest for me. And then I'm doing the first 2 of all 4 rows. And then I'll go back and add the 3rd block. Oh, that's definitely not lined up. There we go. Let's see if I can get these lined up. Next 2. Y'all, I was looking at, I'm still obsessed about that P. Diddy thing, but I looked at an article today about it, and they had a list of other people that were in trouble or that were at said parties and all this other stuff. Cuba Gooding Jr., y'all. Cuba Gooding Jr. is on that list, and I about fell over. Cuba. Oh my gosh. Not good. They had a story about how P. Diddy set him up with some teenage boy and on a yacht, and then left him there, and then Cuba started making his moves, and the boy fought him off. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It is Friday night as I'm sewing this, and this is going up Sunday, I think. We've got Surprise Saturday tomorrow. We're gonna go to eat at Red Lobster, and then we're gonna go watch Kung Fu Panda 4. And go to the Asian store like we always do when I go to Jonesboro. Here's one of my blocks on the side I do. I'm making an Irish chain out of my 1.5-inch scraps, and I use that as leaders and enders. Okay, then I've got my 4 sections here. I'm gonna cut these apart, press them, and then we'll add the 3rd block on each row. All right, now for the 3rd block in each row. I did lay them down on the floor again, arrange them, make sure they were right, and then restacked them to bring them over here. That's why I keep getting out of breath. I'm up and down, all over the floor. And I'm fatty. Let's not forget that important point. I'm too old for this crap. Y'all, today when I was recording some videos to put up on my gobble unboxing that went up Friday, went up today as I'm sewing this, I went to turn off the recorder, but apparently I didn't push the button and I was still recording, and it just recorded me for like, I don't know, 15 minutes walking around the living room singing and working on paperwork. I seriously considered just leaving it in, but I cut it off. So I was like, oh, thank goodness. At first I was worried. I didn't even record. Sometimes I'll do that. Not even record a video. Like I think I push record and I don't. And then after the video, when I go to shut it off, I'm actually turning it on. I've done that many times. And that's what I thought I had done, but nope. I just added a bonus in the end. Have not been very productive today at all. I wasted like the whole day and I'm so frustrated at myself. I did do some unboxing, and then now I'm finally in here doing this at bedtime. I meant to do much more today, and that's always the plan. And I did crap all until like 5. I did stain my favorite shirt with some frozen pizza I made. Dropped sauce on it. I gotta soak it right now. I need to go check on it. That sauce, that spaghetti sauce or marinara sauce, you know, is so greasy. I trimmed all the rest of them if they were uneven, and I forgot this one, I guess. What the heck? There we go. That's what I would have trimmed off. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. That came out of nowhere. Oh, this is going to be messed up. pull these off and press them. And then we can start making our rows. Okay, first we're gonna start with sewing the first 2 rows together. This is gonna be so pretty. Looking at it laying in the floor, it's so colorful. I think it's gonna turn out just lovely. Glasses back on. I probably should have pinned. Come to think of it, I probably I'll pin the next one. Because you want your triangles for sure to line up together. I'm going to go ahead and pin this end here. And this triangle here. And this triangle here. I was able to take my Band-Aid off. Where was that cut? Oh, here it is. Sealed up nicely. Isn't that crazy how the body is a wondrous thing? Cuts always remind me of my granddaddy's funeral. He died unexpectedly of a massive heart attack while he was at work. And I still remember going up to the casket, and I love my granddaddy, oh my gosh, so much. But I was looking at his hands in the casket, and he had a scratch, like on one of his hands, just a small scratch, and I remember thinking that will never heal. That will never heal. And that's always stuck with me, just that image and that thought. I was 16 when he died. It's funny the things that get you, that, you know, hit you where it hurts. I was so proud though, because there were so many people at his funeral. This is the granddaddy I told you about that was friends with Bill Clinton. And he had sent, when he was president, he sent flowers to my granddaddy's funeral when he was president. But there were so many people at his funeral. I just was bursting with pride, you know. In the cars going to the gravesite, miles. It's, to me, it seemed at the time as a teenager, miles and miles of cars. And police, tons of police cars and what's happened? Thank goodness it's just on this last little bit here, but for some reason my bobbin thread broke. Anyway, he was always doing stuff for the police department. Like, he was always taking them food and things like that. So, they were all, you know, all knew him and stuff. Thank goodness that was just at the end of the line here. So I can start it again. Just back it up a little bit. Yeah, you look good. Won't you back that thing up? You call me Big Daddy, won't you back that thing up? And he wrote, you know, he had this card with the flowers that he sent to the funeral, and then he also, with, you know, it was like a typed condolences kind of letter from the White House, but then he wrote a note to my grandmother on it too and signed it. It was really sweet. Okay, next, the last two rows. Somewhere I have pictures of those, but my uncle let me take pictures of them and stuff so I could have copies of them too, you know. He was a justice of the peace as well. I remember people coming to my grandparents' house to get married, young couples and stuff, and he would marry them right there in the living room. I thought that was so cool. My grandmother outlived him by about 30 years. She just passed away a few years ago. She was 95, almost 95 when she passed. Never remarried. I don't think that would have gone over well with the family. I know it wouldn't have with me. No, it shouldn't have been that way, I'm sure, but she never acted like she had any interest in dating again. And she had lots of grandkids and family and friends that she always stayed doing something. Working the voters stuff. Okay. Keep on chugging along. Alright, I'm going to press these two and we'll put them together. Okay, let's get this last row pinned. And then we'll have our center done. And then I'll just lack the border that goes all the way around. And we're finished. I'm just pinning at my V's. Make sure I got them good. I think mine's going to look pretty different than the original since they used red check here and all red and pink in their quilt, and I'm using red and blue and yellow in mine. I'd like to see y'all's too if you've done them. On my Facebook, Arkansas Gals Facebook, on my thumbnail that I share of this Sew With Me, y'all could share your photos under that comment, under that post. I'd love to see y'all's versions. And if you didn't know, yes, I have a Facebook that's basically just like my Instagram thumbnails and stuff, but you know, you can message me on there or comment on the posts on there. Okay, here we go. And this extension table really seems to help out a lot with the frustration of working with huge pieces and borders. Like a bridge over troubled waters. This was gifted to me by Bridge MD. Slowly but surely getting a growing up sewing space. Got my growing up sewing machine. I graduated from the Singer Start. I got my growing up extender. I got my growing up Stella lamp. All thanks to you guys. Words cannot express how much I appreciate all of my viewers and subscribers. Literally Literally. I've got a huge pile of quilty stuffs that I'm wanting to do giveaways for, to show my appreciation to you guys. I need to get them boxed up and put up some giveaway videos. I'm going to continue this video in the morning, not in the morning because we're doing Surprise Saturday, but tomorrow night. It's a good stopping point for me. The video will continue as normal for you. BRB. I'll get this pressed too. We'll get this pressed and we'll start putting our borders on. All right. I'm back now to do the borders. I just ate like 6 Oreo cookies, literally, and I'm jazzed to start. All right, we're gonna do the long sides first, according to the instructions. Now my border is just sewn in one long strip and pieced together. So we are cutting as we're going. With this border, it's my favorite way to do it. Just make sure you have it turned where it's right sides together, because that's very easy to miss. Ask me how I know. Experience. Oh, I didn't even turn you on yet, girl. I gotta get you warmed up. Happy Easters. It's Easter today as I'm sewing this. It's going up tonight. I'm cutting it close as per usual. Probably gonna turn my machine up so we can blast through these borders. And I'm using my extension. So what I'll do is when I get near the end, I'll trim. That way I don't have to worry about it being too long or too short. That's how I like to do it. You can pin this along if you want. I just anchor and adjust. There's nothing to line up, so I'm not really worried about pinning it. Pretty productive today. I made dinner, lunch, and the kids got their Easter baskets. didn't dye any eggs this year because I couldn't find any in the whole of the town. None at Walmart, none at Dollar Tree, none at Dollar General. And I'm like, what the heck is happening around here? And the lady at Dollar General told me they just had a very little bit and they were sold out. I was like, I can't find those anywhere. And she's like, there's not any in town. She said she heard Walmart never even ordered any egg decorating supplies. What in the world? I'm just flabbergasted by that. We do have some food dye in the house and some vinegar. So I think we can like make our own kind of thing. But Stella's been talking to her cousin today, so I think she might be losing interest in making Easter eggs. Talks with cousin Trump everything. That is her favorite thing to do, is talk to her cousin. So her cousin lives in Texas. So I know whenever she's got her on the phone, she's not going to do anything else. All right. Trim. I'm just going to trim this a little over. Yes, this quarter was much more pleasant to work on with my extender table. Much more pleasant. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Okay, and then we can go to the other side. I'll wait and press these after I do the other side, because we'll have to at that point before we put the top and bottom borders on. Well, I cut that pretty straight for freehanding it. If I do say so myself. I'm so glad most of y'all, well, everybody that commented actually said to just keep it rolling. Don't worry about cutting out points that I think may be boring. Don't want to watch it all. So that makes me happy. If you're one of the ones that don't want to watch it all, just fast forward. Just make it go faster. And you can get through those parts. But yeah, 99% of the time I show y'all everything. Sometimes I might cut out just when I have to press a lot because you can't even see me pressing. What's the point? But most time you see everything. Besides the cutting, which I can't share unless it's a public pattern. I got a lot of sewing to make up for. I'm planning on posting 2 sew with me's today instead of my usual 1 because I got a lot to do. And it's already 3. I think I'll have time though, because the other one will take me about an hour. I hope everyone is having a good Easter. We are having a very quiet and peaceful and calm Easter. the troubled waters. Today I'm announcing the winner to the Stella lamp too, guys, so be sure and catch that winner chicken dinner video going up tonight to see if you're the winner. See if you're the winner chicken dinner. There. I'm going to press these two sides BRB. All right, we've done all the hardest stuff. Now the short sides. The top and bottom. You'll wait till you see this. I think it's going to be so pretty. Did y'all know, hopefully you know, that I do have a Sew and Tell playlist. And on said playlist, that's where I put all my finished works. Mostly quilts. There is other stuff like that I've knitted or made bags or painted. But there's a whole playlist of just about everything I've ever done on the Sew and Tells. Now, I have had some requests to like do a trunk show of my finished quilts, like all together. And I probably will do that. Because I do need to go through my stacks and stacks of quilts. I want to sort out the ones that I want to keep for myself and the ones that, you know, I would give away or something like that. And so when I do that, I'll definitely put up a trunk show. But no, in said trunk show, it's not going to be all of my quilts because I've given a lot of quilts away. It'll just be the ones I still have in my possession. Now the ones in my Sew and Tell playlist, I think it's just about everything on there, including ones that I no longer have in my possession. But yeah, tell me if you dig that, if you dig me to do a trunk show of what I do have in my possession. But every time I come back from the quilters, I make a Sew and Tell video of everything I picked up. Okay, I'm gonna trim this one. out. We're on the 50-yard line. Bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. I have a lot left. I have a whole width of fabric left. And, well, 2 widths of fabric left. So it's definitely an overcut. Is cut so much extra. Is it a whole width? Yeah, 2 whole widths of fabric. So know if you're not doing yours at the same time that you don't need to cut all of them. 2 of them are gonna be. That's crazy. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pull this off, press it, and we'll take a look at her. All right, guys, here she is. What do you think, Pee-Poo? Isn't it so colorful and springy and pretty? Y'all, this is just a happy quilt. This is a very happy quilt. What do you think, Pee-Poo? I like that square. This one. This one's really cool. What do y'all think? I love it. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, guys. Subscribe if you like to watch Sew With Me's. Pee-Poo. Say bye-bye. See you on the next one.